Alexander the Great, one of history's most famous military leaders, was born in Pella, the ancient capital of Macedonia, in 356 BCE. His parents were King Philip II of Macedonia and Queen Olympias. From a young age, Alexander showed great promise, and his education was overseen by none other than the philosopher Aristotle. Under Aristotle's tutelage, Alexander developed a love for knowledge, science, medicine, and philosophy. In 336 BCE, at the age of 20, Alexander ascended to the Macedonian throne after his father was assassinated. He quickly dealt with potential rivals and consolidated his power. Alexander then turned his attention to his father's grand ambition, the conquest of the Persian Empire. In 334 BCE, Alexander set out with his army on his great campaign. He first secured Asia Minor by winning the Battle of Granicus. The following year, he defeated a much larger Persian army at the Battle of Issus. He continued his conquest by taking Tyre and Gaza before moving into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator and crowned as pharaoh. It was in Egypt that he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become one of the most important cultural centers of the ancient world. In 331 BCE, Alexander marched into the heart of the Persian Empire and faced King Darius III at the Battle of Gaugamela. Alexander's tactical brilliance led to a decisive victory, and he soon took the Persian capitals of Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, effectively bringing the Persian Empire to an end. Alexander's ambitions did not stop there. He continued his campaign eastward into Central Asia, facing fierce resistance but eventually subduing the region. His journey took him as far as India, where he fought the Battle of the Hydaspes River against King Porus in 326 BCE. Though victorious, his army, exhausted by years of campaigning, refused to march further east, and Alexander was forced to turn back. Returning to Babylon in 323 BCE, Alexander began making plans for further expansions and the administration of his vast empire. However, he fell ill and died in June 323 BCE at the age of 32. The exact cause of his death remains a mystery, with theories ranging from poisoning to malaria to typhoid fever. Alexander's death marked the end of his empire's unity. His generals, known as the Diadochi, divided his empire into several Hellenistic kingdoms, which would continue to influence the regions for centuries. Despite his short life, Alexander the Great left an indelible mark on history through his military conquests and the cultural diffusion of Greek ideas throughout the known world.